Hello everyone, myself Assistant Professor Vatsal D. Patel from Civil Engineering Department working at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center Navsari. Today we are going to discuss about curves and our today's topic is method of setting out simple circular curve. So we are going to understand both the methods linear and angular. So be ready with your pen and paper. So based on the instrument used in setting out the curves on the ground, there are two methods. First one is linear method and second one is angular method. So let's start with linear methods first. So in these methods, only tape or chain is used for setting out the curve. Angle measuring instruments are not used. These methods are used where a high degree of accuracy is not required and the curve is not short. Main linear methods are first one is by offset from the long chord, second one is by successive bisection of arcs or chords, and the third one is by offset from the tangent. Okay, so now we are going to understand each and every one of this method, each and every method in detail. Okay, so let's start with by offset from the long chord. Okay, so let T1, this one, T1 and T2 be the points of curvature and tangency of the curve. Radius of the curve is R. Okay, this one, radius of curve is R, capital R, having O as a center. We can see here in the image O, it is the center. Okay, so let it be required to lay a curve T1, this one, T1 C T2, this whole curve. Okay, so let it be required to lay a curve T1 C T2 between the two intersecting straight, say T1V and T2V. Okay, so join T1 T2 by a straight line, and this one we are joining T1 and T2 by the straight line, this straight line. Okay, and divide T1 T2 at D, capital D, this one. Okay, here joint VD, this one, joint VD, which intersect the curve at C. Here we can see that it intersect here, so we term that point as capital C. The maximum length of the offset from the long chord T1 T2 is CD, which length, this one. Okay, this one, CD, whose value we are going to calculate. Okay, so we have already seen the figure. So R is equal to radius of the curve, O0 is equal to mid ordinate, OX is equal to ordinate at distance x from the midpoint of the chord. T1 and T2 are the tangent points and L is the length of long chord. Okay, so to obtain O0, this one, which one, this one, O0. Okay, from triangle OT1D, which triangle, triangle O, this one, OT1D, this triangle. Okay, OD is given by under root R square minus L square by 2, and as we can see in the image, O0 is equal to R minus OD. So value of O0 will be given by R minus under root R square minus L square by 2. Okay, so this is the required equation of O0. Next, in order to calculate OX to any point E, which point, this E. Okay, draw line EE1, which line, this one, draw the line EE1 parallel to the long chord, this one, T1 T2. Okay, long chord is T1 T2. Join EO, which one, join EO, which here we can see at the center. Okay, join EO, this dotted line. Okay, to cut the long chord at G. Okay, so OX is equal to EF is equal to E1D from the figure. So as we know, DO is equal to R minus O0. So E1O minus DO will be there. Further simplifying it, R minus under root E0 EO square minus E1 square minus into bracket R minus O0 bracket over. So final equation will be R minus under root R square minus X square minus into bracket R minus O0, which is the required equation or which we get after the procedure. Okay, so this is the first method. Next is by successive bisection of arc or chord. Okay, so let T1, this one, and T2 be the long chord of a curve whose angle of deflection is delta. So let T1 and T2 be the tangent points. The long chord T1, T2 is bisected at D. Okay, where at D. Okay, and mid ordinate CD, this one, mid ordinate CD is equal to R into bracket 1 minus cos delta by 2. Okay, so now let's see the procedure for it, how to find out. So join the tangent points T1, T2 and bisect the long chord at D. Okay, so what we doing? Joining the T1 and T2 and bisecting the long chord at D. Next, erect perpendicular DC. This is the perpendicular, okay, according to T1, T2. Which one? Erect perpendicular DC at D equal to the mid ordinate, say capital M. So mid ordinate M will be given by M is equal to CD, which is equal to R into bracket 1 minus cos delta by 2 bracket over, or say CD is given by O0 minus R minus under root R square minus L square by 2. Okay. Next, join T1C. Which one? Join T1C and T2C and bisect them at D1 and D2 respectively. Okay, so at D1 and D2 set out the perpendicular offset. Okay, so as we discussed in previous step, same this one at D1 C1 and D2 C2 perpendicular offsets are drawn, which is C1 D1 is equal to C2 D2 is equal to 1 minus cos delta by 4. Okay, and obtain point C1 and C2 on the curve. Okay, so after drawing the perpendicular offset, we are getting points C1 and C2 on the curve. Okay, so by the successive bisection of this chord, more points may be obtained. Similarly, follow all next process, same process, and obtain the remaining point like here we can see. Okay, so to get all these points, same procedure is repeated. Okay, next is by offset from the tangents. Okay, so the offset from the tangent can be of two types. Which one? First one is the radial one, or say radial offset, and second one is the perpendicular offset. Okay, so let's start with radial offset first. So let OX is equal to radial offset D at any distance x from T1 along the tangent, like as we can see in the image. Okay, radial offset, say which one? This one, DE, radial offset at any distance x. Which distance is distance x from T1, from which T1 along the tangent. Okay, so from the figure T1D is equal to x. So from triangle, which triangle? T1 DO, this triangle. Okay, R plus OX is equal to under root R square plus X square, or further simplifying it, OX is equal to under root R square plus X square minus R. Okay, so this is the radial method. Next is perpendicular offsets. So if the deflection angle and the radius of curvature both are small, the curve can be set out by measuring offset from the tangents, and the offset from the tangents may be either perpendicular or radial. Okay, so let's OX is equal to offset perpendicular to the tangent. Okay, so DE will be the OX, so D is equal to OX, and T1D, okay, T1D is equal to X, or say measure along the tangent. So from the triangle, which triangle, E1O, okay, we are getting the value E1O square is equal to EO square minus E1 E square. Further simplifying it from the figure, okay, so T1O minus T1E1 whole square is equal to EO square minus E1 E square. Further simplifying it, we are getting value like R minus OX whole square is equal to R square minus X square. Again simplify it, so R minus OX is equal to under root R square minus X square. So OX will be R minus under root R square minus X square. Okay, so this is the perpendicular offset method. Okay, next is angular method. In this method, instruments like theodolite are used for setting out the curves. Sometimes chain or tape is also used with theodolite. Okay, these methods are used when the length of curve is large. Okay, these methods are more accurate than linear method. So the angular method are of three types. First one is the Rankine method of tangential angle, or it is also mainly known as the Rankine methods. Okay, second one is two theodolite method, and third one is stoichiometric method. Okay, so let us understand each and every method in detail. So Rankine method of tangential angle we are going to learn first. So this method is most frequently used for setting out the circular curves of large radius and considerable length. This method is useful for setting out the curves for railway, highway and expressway with more accuracy. In this method, only one theodolite is used, hence it is called one theodolite method. Okay, so be sure you remember this name also. Also it is known as deflection angle method. Okay, so this theory can be asked with three types. Okay, like say Rankine method, or say one theodolite method, or say deflection angle method. Okay, so let's see the Rankine's principle. So deflection angle to any point on the curve is the angle at PC. Short form, PC means point of curvature between the back tangent and the chord from PC. Okay, which is point of curvature to that point. This is the Rankine's principle. Okay, so now let us understand the Rankine methods. Okay, or say deflection angle method. So here you can see the image. Okay, so first of all set out T1, okay, and T2. First of all set out T1 and T2. Next set the theodolite at PC, or say point of curvature at T1, this one T1, with both the plates clamped to 0. Direct the telescope to bisect the point of intersection, say V, this one point of intersection V. Okay, release the upper clamp screw and set the angle delta 1. Which angle? This one, delta 1. This angle which is known as the delta 1. On the vernier, the line of sight is thus directed along the chord T1A, along the chord T1A. Okay. Next, with zero end of the tape pointed at T1, which this one at T1, and narrow held at the distance T1A is equal to C1. T1A, this distance T1A is equal to C1. Here we can see it. Okay. So swing the tape around T1 till the arrow is bisected by the crosshair. Okay, and thus the first point A, this point, first point A is fixed. Now release the upper plate and set the second direction, or say angle delta 2 on the vernier so that the line of sight is directed along T1B. So line of sight will be directed along T1B and the angle will be delta 2, this one. Okay. So with the zero end of the tape pin at the end and arrow held at distance AB is equal to C2. Which distance? This distance AB is equal to C2. Swing the tape around A till the narrow is bisected by the crosshair. Thus the second point B is fixed. Which point? This point B. Okay. Repeat the step 6 and 7, or say which I have written here, full procedure. Okay. So we are understanding it. So like which we get the point A and B, same procedure we have to follow for the next points. Okay. So repeat the point 6, 7 till the last point T2 is reached. Okay. So then joint T1 A, B, C up to T2 to obtain the required curve. Okay. So here is the procedure. Okay, so you can write down from here. Okay, so this is also the important one, so be sure you write down step by step procedure of it. Okay, so here is the step by step procedure. Okay, next is two theodolite method. So let T1 and T2 be the point of curvature and point of tangency. Okay, this one, V is the point of intersection, and O, which this one, O is the center of the circular curve. Okay, so now we are going to understand it. So two theodolites are used in this, one at PC, or say point of curvature, and at PT, or say point of tangency. In this method, tape or chain is not required. This method is used when the ground is unsuitable for chaining. So angle VT1A is equal to delta 1. Okay, is equal to angle of deflection, or say deflection angle for A. Similarly, angle A T2T is the angle subtended by the chord T1A in the opposite segment. So angle A T2 T2 is equal to angle V T1A is equal to delta 1, and angle V T1B is equal to delta 2 is equal to angle T1 T2B. Okay, so now let us see the procedure. Okay, so let us understand the procedure. So set up one theodolite at PC, or say T1, point of curvature, and other at PT, point T2, or say point of tangency T2. Clamp both the plates of each transit to zero reading. With zero reading, direct the line of sight of transit at T1, at which point T1, towards V, point T1 towards V. Similarly, direct the line of sight of the other transit at T2 towards T1. Okay, T2 towards T1. Vernier A of both the theodolites will show zero reading. Set the reading of each of the transit to the deflection angle. For the first point A equal to delta 1. first point A, the angle will be delta 1, okay. The line of sight of theodolite at T1 will be along T1A, okay. So line of sight will be along T1A, and the line of sight of theodolite at T2 will be along T2A, okay, this one T2A. So move a ranging rod or an arrow in such a way that it is bisected simultaneously by crosshair of both the instrument, and thus point A, this point A is fixed, okay. Now fix the second point. Which point? This second point B, and set the reading delta 2, this delta 2, okay, on both the instrument and bisect the ranging rod, and repeat the above steps to obtain the other points, okay. So this is the two theodolite method, okay. So angle of deflection delta is here, okay. So I have already written the procedure here, okay. So write down step by step procedure of it, okay. So this is the procedure, okay. Next is tachymetric method. In this method, the angular and linear measurements are made by using a tachometer. This method is less accurate than Rankine's method, but the advantage is that chaining is completely eliminated, okay. So in this method, a point on the curve is fixed by the deflection angle from the rear tangent, and by using tachymetrically the distance of that point from PC, or say point of curvature, or say T1, and not from the preceding point as in Rankine's method. Thus each point is fixed independently, and the error in setting out is not carried forward, okay. So let us understand this let us understand this method with the help of this figure, okay. So set the set the theodolite at T1 and sight the point of intersection, or say V, okay, when the reading is 0. Set the deflection angle delta 1, this one, on the vernier, thus directing the line of sight along T1A. Line of sight will be along T1A. Direct the staffman to move in the direction T1A till calculate staff intercept, or say S1 is obtained. The staff is generally held vertical and first point A is fixed, okay. So first point A is fixed, okay. Next, set the deflection angle delta 2, this one, okay, here delta 2, directing the line of sight along the T1B, directing the line of sight along the T1B. Move the staff backward or forward until the staff intercept, say S2, is obtained, and thus fixing the point B. Similarly, other points are fixed, okay. So this is the tachymetric method, okay. So here I have written procedure step by step, okay. So you can write it down, okay. So here is the procedure. So these are the important questions which are mainly important for your examination, okay, and we have already covered each and every one in our this video, okay. So be sure you note down this one, and this linear and angular method are very useful for field work also and for example also. So be sure you remember each and every method very well, okay. So here I end my session. Thank you all of you.